Rest your hands on your knees. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears. Softly close your eyes. And you're just going to breathe naturally, in and out through your nose. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your hands to relax. Feel your seat pressing down into the floor beneath you. And allow the crown of your head to reach nice and long and tall to the sky. And as you breathe naturally here, for a few moments, just take note of your posture. You want to be nice and tall in an upright position, but try not to be hunched forward where we're all crunched up. Let that body open up. And as you relax here, we're going to start off with a poem that I found. A smile is a gesture so small and it costs nothing at all. You may feel it wasn't worthwhile, but on the things you can do with a smile. A smile is a happiness beam, letting happiness flow just like a stream. It touches the hearts of others in a way that can help brighten up their day. So keeping that warm happiness flowing within, be sure to wear your warming, cheerful grin. So let your arms relax by your side. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead in our deep breaths. Exhale, let those hands come down to the heart. Deep breath in, feel the body fill up and lift. Exhale, hands come to the heart as you sink into your mat. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Relax. Let those hands rest onto the knees. The eyes may stay closed. You're welcome to open them. Gently let your right ear tip towards your right shoulder. We want to keep the shoulders parallel to each other. You don't need to force it, just let the head gently fall. Now, if you'd like to add a little extra stretch, you can take that right hand. It can rest on the top of your head, like just right above that left ear. It just puts a little bit of extra tension on that stretch. Then on an inhale breath, you'll release the hand. Let it come down by your side. Gently lift that right ear. Let that left ear drop to the left shoulder. Relax into that position. And then again, if you'd like, you can bring that hand up. It just rests gently. Don't push or yank on the head. Just applies a little extra resistance. Then when you breathe in next time, let the hand relax down, lift the head up, and then you allow your chin to tip forward towards your chest. And again, we're not pushing the head down. You don't need to force it. Just allow the weight of the head to bring it forward. A nice little opening in the back of the neck, across the shoulders. And then as you inhale, bring that chin up parallel to the floor. Relax the shoulders. You may open the eyes, or if you want, you may keep them closed. You'll inhale, reach both arms up overhead. You're gonna take this left hand, it's gonna rest on your right thigh. The right hand comes back, acts as a kickstand. Gently press against that right thigh. Allow the legs to be soft and relaxed. As for your gaze, you may look towards that wall, or if you'd like to go a little further, you can turn that head and look over your right shoulder. make sure you can get in a full breath. So if you're having to do nice, really quick little breaths, maybe come out of the twist a little bit. Then on your next inhale, you'll gently relax and unwind. You're going to allow that spine to straighten and come to neutral. Good. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, take this right hand to the left thigh. Left hand reaches back. Gently turn, rotating from that waist. You can look over that shoulder, and it might be different from one side to the other. Your neck may not have as much of a range of motion. So you might need to keep the gaze towards the wall. Breathing in and out. Then you'll inhale, you'll gently unwind. Let your spine straighten out. Let the fingertips rest on the floor in front of you or off to the side, however that feels best for you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly come forward. You can walk or slide the hands forward. That's up to you. Once you've reached as far forward as you can, let the head relax forward. Think about keeping that belly button tucked in towards your spine. Feeling an opening across the upper back if you're reaching forward. You might feel an opening in the hips and the groin area. Then as you inhale, you will walk or slide your hands back as you slowly make your way up to that seated position. Good. And then from here, we're going to go into cobbler's pose. So that's where the soles of the feet are together and the knees relax open. You'll slide them in as close to you as you are comfortable with. You can hold on to the feet. You can let the hands rest forward. That's up to you. Take a deep breath. Then as you exhale, lower your chest towards your feet. Allow the knees to relax. And if you need to, you can take your blocks and rest them underneath your knees for support. And this is a nice big stretch in that inner thigh and groin area. Let those shoulders relax away from your ears. And as we come out of this, when you inhale, round your back as you come up nice and slow. Good. Bring those feet together. We're going to slide and face the left side of the room. And your feet are going to come flat on the floor to start. Take your block and maybe slide it towards the middle of your mat. You're going to roll down onto your back. The knees will be bent. What you'll do is, again, open your knees like you did in cobbler's pose. But you don't need to bring your feet close to you. Just let everything relax in a nice neutral position. Arms can be at your side. And just let the body relax open. Now you may use your block for support of the head, if that feels better for you. Or if you'd like, if you let me know, raise your hand, I will gladly get you a blanket. One more breath in and out here. Then you're going to relax it. Bring those knees back up. You're going to take that block, and we're going to go into a supported bridge. So you'll just use one block. You're going to push your feet into the mat, lift your hips, and place the block underneath you. Now you may keep it on the low end. You can bring it up so it's a little higher. I don't recommend you have it on the narrow end where it's really tall. While you're here, supported on the shoulders and supported on your block, just let your arms relax at your side, and then let your shoulders relax. And this is a very gentle opening of the front of the hips. It's not a big stretch. Breathing in and out. You have one more breath cycle. And then on an inhale breath, you'll lift the hips. Slide that block out from underneath you. You can place it off to the side so it's out of the way. You're going to bend your knees, let the hips come down, and hug the knees in towards the chest. Again, that block, if you'd like, can come underneath the head. Hug the knees into the chest. Whether the knees are together or apart, that's all up to your comfort level. Gently rock side to side. Feeling a little massaging motion in the back. And then you'll relax, come to a nice still position. Release the hands from the legs. Open your knees. We're going to go into happy baby pose. So you're going to reach between the knees. You can hold on to your big toe. You can hold on to the inside arch of the feet or the outside. Let your head relax down. And gently take your knees, press them outside of those rib cages. Relax and breathe into this position. As you exhale, press those knees down. Good. Now you'll gently release the feet. Bring those knees in towards each other. And you'll roll up and make your way to seated. And then from here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So those hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide. The tummy is in, the back is nice and neutral. And we're just going to do a few cat-cow poses. So as you inhale, you'll lower the belly towards the floor into cow. Your head and tailbone will look up. Then as you exhale, you'll tuck that tailbone, round the spine, and tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale as the belly comes down. Exhale, round up. Inhale as you lower to where you're comfortable. Everyone's range of motion is different. Exhale, round up. You'll flow through that one 2 more times. Inhale, let the belly lower. Exhale, round up. And we'll flow 1 more time. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Exhale, round up. And then you'll relax and come to your nice neutral position. Good. We're going to make our way to standing here at the top left side of our mat. Your feet, we're going to do half a sun salutation. So your feet are where you're comfortable with. So they may be touching, they can be under the hips, wherever you need them to be for you. Arms at your side, relax your shoulders. Good. I want you to gently close your eyes for a few more moments for me. And focus on your feet. You want to feel all 10 toes, the heel, making contact with that mat. Your hips are right above your knees and the ankles, and our shoulders are right over top of the hips. Now we're going to go through that sun salutation. So you'll inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale into your forward fold, so you'll fold forward. Inhale, you'll lengthen the spine, lift halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach up tall to mountain. Palms will touch. As you exhale, they'll come down to the heart. Good. Inhale, reach tall to mountain. So move with each breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen that spine. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach tall to mountain. Palms touch as the hands come to the heart, and you'll exhale. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen that spine, lift halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach up tall to mountain. Palms will touch. Exhale, those hands will come down to the heart. Now we're going to flow through that again, and we're going to add a chest opener to this. So you'll inhale, reach tall to mountain. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift halfway. Exhale, forward. You'll inhale, come up tall to mountain. Instead of the palms touching, you're gonna exhale, bend the elbows. Think about lifting your chest up towards the sky. And we're gonna hold it here for a few breaths. You're gonna firm the thighs. Abdominals are in. So don't think too much about arching the back. Think more about lifting and opening the chest. Then on an inhale breath, you'll come up tall, let the hands come up, palms touch. Exhale, they'll come down to the heart. Good. Inhale, reach up tall to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift halfway. Good. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach tall to mountain. Exhale, right into that little chest opener. And then you'll inhale, come back up. Palms touch, hands to the heart. Good. And we're just going to do that one more time. Inhale, reach tall to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen that spine. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach tall to mountain. Exhale, bend those elbows, open the chest, lift the chest up. Exhale, come up, palms touch. They come down to the heart. Good, and you're gonna relax. Let those arms come down by your side. Good. You're gonna inhale, reach your arms up overhead. You'll exhale into your forward fold, and you're gonna stay here. Now remember, you may keep those knees slightly bent, so if the backs of the thighs are tight, those hamstring muscles, bend your knees. Hopefully as we get a little warmer, your hamstrings will open up. We're gonna go into ragdoll. So if your feet are not already hip width apart, go ahead and take them so they're underneath your hips. You're gonna bend the elbows, let your hands rest in your elbow creases. And then just allow the weight of the upper body to pull you forward, opening up the backs of the legs up into that lower back. And you may add movement if you'd like. You could sway side to side, maybe hitting a little lower towards the side, outside of the low back. And then you'll come to that nice, still position. You'll release the hands, let them come down towards your mat. If you need to, you're gonna bend your knees, and we're gonna make our way into downward facing dog. So the legs will step back. The hips are looking up towards the sky, and again, in this position, the knees can be bent. You can still lift the hips up high. Let that head relax between those arms. And then we're just gonna walk out those feet. So you'll bend one knee, bend the other. And you can add a little head turn, side to side, just kind of looking underneath that arm. Just introducing a little more movement. And then you'll relax and come into that nice, still position. Allow the heels to relax. They don't necessarily have to touch the mat, but we're not raised up on our toes. Fingers spread nice and wide. We're gonna work on opening up our hips. You'll go into pigeon pose. So the right knee is gonna come towards your right wrist, and the lower leg rests. You'll slide the left leg back. Allow the top of your left foot to rest on the mat. You're gonna inhale, lift the chest up. And then as you exhale, I want you to slowly come forward, and you may rest on your forearms. You may stack your hands or your fist. You can also use your block to support the head. And of course, if you are flexible enough, your forehead can come all the way down onto the mat. Relax into this pose. Try not to create any tension or resistance. Deep breaths in and out. You want to feel that right hip opening up. Breathing into that right hip. If you start to feel tension coming into any part of that lower body, whether it's the right or the left side, try to relax and breathe into that area. You have one more breath cycle here, in and out. Then on your next inhale, you're gonna come up, place your hands onto the mat, and then you're gonna allow your weight to shift towards your right hip. This left leg is gonna come forward in front of you. The left foot is reaching forward. The toes on the left and the knee are looking up towards the sky. This right foot rests right up against your left inner thigh. And we're just gonna do a head to knee pose. Inhale, reach your hands high to the sky. Exhale as you lift up and lead with your chest as you reach forward. Once you've reached as far forward as you can let the hands rest at the foot. They can rest on the calf or the shin. You can let them rest on the mat. Try to prevent that foot and knee from rotating out to the side. Deep breath in and out through that nose. Allowing that hamstring to open up and relax. One more breath cycle in and out. And then on your next inhale, you'll release and come up, reach those arms up high to the sky. Exhale, let them come down by your side. Good. Now you're gonna take this left foot and it's gonna come out towards the left side. How close that foot gets to the butt is up to you. Depends on the flexibility of your knee and also the tightness in this quadricep. You're gonna lean over towards me onto your right elbow. And then what I want you to do is just let your body sink back. So the shoulder, the hip, everything kind of relaxes back a little bit. As for your left hand, it can rest on that left thigh. And a very nice gentle opening for the quadricep. The front of that left thigh. Then you'll gently let the shoulder come forward and bring yourself up to seated. Good. And then we're gonna make our way onto our hands and knees. However is easiest for you to get there. Hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes, make your way back up into that downward facing dog. Fingers spread nice and wide. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Let the head relax between those arms. Firm those thighs if you can. And then we'll go into pigeon on your left side. Left knee comes towards your left wrist. And if you need to slide that left foot back so it's closer to your right hip, that's fine. Inhale, go ahead and lift your chest. Good. Exhale, gently come forward. Onto those forearms, onto hands, onto a block, or that forehead can come all the way down. Once you're there in that position, relax. Let those shoulders relax. Gently allow that right foot, the top of the foot, to press into the mat gently, helping to keep those hips a little squared towards the mat. Breathing in and out nice and gently. You feel that left hip relax and open up. Then on your next inhale, you'll slowly bring those hands back, make your way up, Gently let the hips drop over to that left side, and you're gonna bring that right foot forward this time, and you'll get there however it works easiest for you. That right foot comes forward, the leg extends straight out from our hip. Good. The toes and the knee are looking upward, and this left foot's just resting right against that inner thigh. You may, if it works better for you, take a block and let it rest underneath that knee. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale as you lift, let that chest come forward. Reaching either for the foot, the hand can come to that shin or calf. Breathing in and out. Feeling that nice opening in the back of the leg. You can allow the head to relax forward wherever it's comfortable. Remember, everyone's flexibility and range of motion is different, so the pose may not look the same for you as it does to your neighbor or to me. On your next inhale, you're going to release that and bring those arms up high to the sky. Let them relax down by your side. Good. Now you'll bend your right knee. The right foot comes off to the side. Good. However you need to, reposition that right foot wherever you need it. You're gently going to lean over onto your left forearm and let the shoulder and the hip gently relax back. This right hand can just rest right here on the thigh, on the hip, but we don't want to reach it back. We want to keep that low back nice and neutral. Try to relax any tension. Then you'll gently bring that shoulder forward and bring yourself up to seated. Good. We're going to come to our hands and knees one more time. And we're going to do hero pose. We did not do this one last week. Hero pose, your knees are slightly separated and your feet are going to come wider than your knees. Now you may take this one block, bring it between your knees. You're going to come back and allow the butt to sit on the block. Now you can stand the block up higher. You can stack them. If you are comfortable with it, the block can come out and you can allow those hips to drop down in between your feet. If this gets too intense without that block, you're going to please slide the block underneath. While you're here, because this can get to be a little intense, gaze towards your left, towards this mirror, shoulders relaxed, gently close your eyes. And we're going to hold this for 3 deep breaths. So you'll inhale, exhale nice and slow. Deep breath in, inhale. Exhale fully. One more time. Exhale nice and slow. Now you may use your hands if you'd like outside of the legs and gently come up onto your knees and then let the hands come forward. Roll out those feet a little bit. And then we're going to make our way to seated. So you can roll back over your feet or get down however you need to. You're going to slide towards the top and have your knees bent. Good. Feet are flat on the floor, and you're gently going to roll back onto your mat. Arms down by your side. Relax the shoulders. And again, we may bring this block underneath the head to support ourselves. And we're just going to do a nice calming pose. It is called legs up the wall, but we're not going to use the wall. Arms at your side comfortably. Take those legs, just let them come straight up. You don't need to think about reaching your toes up really high. The knees can be slightly bent. Softly close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Breathing naturally in and out through your nose. You have one more breath here. Now you're going to keep the feet lifted, but you're just going to bend your knees. Good. Take your right leg straight out onto the floor. Let it rest. The left knee is bent. Arms come straight out to the side like you're making a T. We're going to do our supine twist. So this left knee is going to cross the center of your body towards me. So it's going to roll towards that right side. You may, again, take that block and rest your knee there. You can stand the block up higher if you need, or you can just let the leg rest and come into that pose. You'll try to keep your shoulders resting against the mat. And then you'll slowly come up to the center. Good. You'll take your left leg straight out. Bring your right knee in so the foot is lifted. Gently let that right leg drop over towards the left side. Don't worry, it probably will not touch the floor unless you are extremely flexible in the spine and the hips. Keeping those shoulders relaxed back and the chest nice and open. One more breath here. Then when you inhale, bring that knee back up, straighten out the spine. And you're going to reach around, hug both knees into the chest. Relax the shoulders, let the head relax. Then you'll place the feet flat onto your mat. And we're going to go into our relaxation. So for those who would like to put on socks or cover up, now would be the time to do so. If you're using that block, you can still keep it here in this relaxation point. You may keep your knees bent and your feet on the floor. What I'd like you to do is kind of let your knees teepee in towards each other so they can support each other. You may also come out to those legs fully extended and arms relaxed at your side. And I want you to get nice and comfortable. So if you need to wiggle around a little bit, maybe snuggle the shoulder blades in, go ahead and do that. You'll softly close your eyes and turn your palms so they are looking upward. You allow the shoulders to relax back and that chest and heart space to be nice and open. You'll breathe naturally. And since we're thinking about smiling, maybe bring a little gentle smile to your lips. And as you breathe naturally here, we're just going to bring focus to our contact points. You feel your head gently supported, whether it's on the mat, on a block, on a cushion. You feel your shoulder blades making contact with the ground beneath you. You feel the elbows and the backs of your hands resting gently. feel the gluteals, you feel the butt pressing into the mat, into the ground. And you'll come down to your heels where you feel them making contact, whether it's with the knees bent or the legs straight. You allow the feet to relax open if your legs are extended. And you'll bring your focus all the way down to your toes. And as we bring all of that focus to our toes, you feel the muscles in the legs all the way up to the hips. Gently release and soften. You allow the hips to relax. And you'll release the focus on the toes. And bring it up to your fingers. As you focus on your fingers, you feel the hands relax, the fingers curl slightly. And you'll continue to focus on those fingers and allow your arms to surrender. They're nice and heavy. Feel those arms fully supported. As you release the focus on the hands, you'll come up to the very tip of the nose and allow all the muscles of the face to relax. The forehead is nice and smooth. Eyes are very softly closed. And the jaw is nice and relaxed. And as that focus comes down to your chest and the heart area, and as you focus here, feel a little warmth surrounding that space. Generating a nice, peaceful, calm feeling. As you feel that spread down through the very center of your body, allowing the back, the low back, and the belly to be nice and soft. And as you continue to breathe here, if you feel any gripping sensations coming back into the body, focus on that area and let it relax. And you'll take 3 deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. You want to feel that belly fill up. When you exhale, it gently falls. And then after your last long, slow exhale, you will relax and breathe naturally. If they're not already, you will bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor, You can gently wiggle your fingers and toes and just kind of bring a little gentle movement to your body. If you'd like to tilt the knees side to side, you can. And from here, you will gently make your way to seated, nice and slowly, taking your time, however it works best for you. You will come to that nice seated position, however you're comfortable. Rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. Keep the eyes softly closed for a few more moments. And take note, did you get into this upright position and feel a little more relaxed than the first time when we started? The crown of your head continues to look up to the sky. Then when you inhale, you reach your arms up overhead. Allow the palms to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to the heart. Let the shoulders relax. And I wish for you to be happy, to be healthy, to be safe in this new upcoming new year. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. You can open your eyes. Let them come down by your side. Namaste. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for spending your time with me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So for anyone who was not here